Quick question. Have you ever been told, girl, you talk too much? Girl, don't feel bad. Me too. I remember when I was little, my mom used to tell me, girl, your mouth so big, you can eat a banana sideways. They let me know right there. I probably had the biggest mouth in third grade, and I did not mind sharing what I needed to get off my chest or what I had on my mind. I just used to talk, 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 and probably still do a lot of the times now. So I wanted to share a video with you. If you've ever been told you talk too much or that you're just too loud, I'm finna show you a great way that you can become a paid speaker. Yes, you might have a big mouth. You might have the gift of gab. But today we're gonna learn how to monetize that gift so that even if you are a little bit too loud for the room, you still feel welcome to be there. Now, before we get into this video, go ahead and hit the like button like you stomping the yard, okay? And if you're really trying to get to this mic money, download that free workshop I'm leaving for you right now. I decided now from now on, every video I drop, I'm going to leave a PDF worksheet for you to go and coincide with the video for you to just, take a quiz for yourself to see if this is a route that's possible and doable for you. Okay, it's cute, but it's effective. And it's going to have you stage ready faster than your cousin showing up with the late takeout. Okay, so take a break, sit down with your girl, and get some of this wisdom so that you could create some new opportunities to make a little more money. Okay, don't forget to grab that PDF down there and do that worksheet after you watch this video, of course. Now, imagine with me, if you will. Close your eyes just for a second and imagine this. You walk into a room, the lights go up, the temperature is just right, the atmosphere is just shimmering, and the host says, "Coming to the stage. This woman is about to shift the room." And it's you. You hear your name. That's you. It's you coming to the stage. You didn't even need 10,000 people to follow you. And you did need to bring a big, long, drawn out, fancy resume. All you needed was your voice and a microphone and a little bit of courage mixed up in there somewhere. And that's how you're going to get started. I'm going to show you today. And even if you haven't learned how to be stage ready, I'm going to show you how to say it with your chest so people can take you a little more serious, homegirl. Let's break this down right now, step by step. So step one, you got to know your story is the sauce. You don't need to be famous. You just need to be real. Look at a lot of the people that's become internet famous. We didn't know them from a bucket on the ground, but they kept showing up and showing up in front of us with their story. And that was the sauce that now is getting them paid, booked, and seen all over the country. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to ask yourself and be real with yourself. What did I survive? What have I been through? What have I overcame? What do I know that people always come and ask me about? What has life taught me the hard way? What have I learned the hard way? Because this is the problem where people get stuck. They don't want to learn it the hard way. They want to get out of a rut as easy as possible. And sometimes it's your story that can help us do just that. See, me, I started speaking since I was a little girl. But becoming a grown woman, I realized that even sitting in silence with $1 million wisdom in my bones was a rejection of the gift that I've been given. So no, I may not have been on a big fancy stage, but I've been on my share, and I had a folding chair in a women's group, pitching myself to the circle, and baby, look, I was in there rocking the room. Okay, now stage two, step two, the way we're gonna break this down so that you can start being on stage and getting paid to talk and speak about your story You're going to build a signature speech, okay? And you only need one. You're going to use this one to go from stage to stage to stage because you'll always be able to remix this and try different formulas with this. Number one, you're going to build your story by saying, here's who I was. And see, this was explained to me by my manager back in the days. I guess it was about 2015. But here's who I was. I was a young woman living on the inside in the women's prison, a teenager, learning life the hard way, learning how the world works the hard way. And then number two, you're going to answer, what was my breakthrough? What changed? Here's what changed. Okay? And this is creating your story in a way that's relatable, in a way that's conveyable, that's deliverable. So you're going to tell them before, here's who I was, the breakthrough. Number two, here's what changed. And then you're going to break down the big lesson. What did I gather from this? That being uneducated and being in the streets instead of at home under the tutelage of my parents cost me a lot of time. Now, here's how you can change to see how they just flow together. This is one talk can become your podcast interview. It could be your pitch to get on the podcast, and it could be used for your video content, which is your everything. Step three, you're going to practice in some real places. And yes, this can be kind of nerving, but like my instructor used to say for stage, if you're not nervous, you're not ready. So I used to say, I'm nervous and excited. I guess I'm nerve-sighted. Nervous-sighted. If you can be that and just leave your body for a minute, some people take on alter egos. I know I have several times on stage. And believe it or not, this helps you come across as believable when you can just suspend your disbelief. Okay, so I want you to start practicing in your living room, in your car. Once that you get that signature speech in line, that signature pitch, I want you to practice it, rant it. Do it over and over as you cleaning. Do it on a voice notes on your phone so that you can play it over and hear yourself. Go live and do your pitch. And don't be afraid. Don't wait to feel ready because you got to get a little messy when you first getting started. You got to mess up sometime so you can just be there. Just at least be showing up, even if it's a little bit messy, okay? Now, I practiced on Facebook years ago when I had about 12 friends on there, okay? And I would just go on there and talk and do my poetry. And now them same videos are still there and getting me likes and getting me, support. And this is how I got started getting invites to speak at different shows on different panels and different groups and summits and schools. So when you show up like you already booked, you already ready and prepared, that's when the magic is going to happen for you. Step 4, you can create a speaker's kit. And let me show you how to do this without overwhelming yourself, because there's only a few things that you're going to need. Count them down with me. Number 1, a short bio. Get chat to help you with that. Make it very short, 2 or 3 sentences. My name is Latoya Slater. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I speak to women who are 40 and up, seeking financial balance, harmony, and increase. That's 3 sentences. Next, number 2, you're going to get a clean headshot. Something with a clear background that you might can use. Remove background sometime for different promotions. And make sure you wear the most. Don't worry about the clothing as much as you are the smile. I want them to see you with a confident smile. Okay, so people will take you seriously. Next, you're going to need a list of topics that you're ready to speak on at any time. Okay, I'm going to say narrow it down to 3 or 4, but you're going to list these, make them juicy, make them relevant to social awareness. Next, Number four, I want you to create a 60-second reel. This is a demo reel that you're going to use to email. And even if you're just sitting in your kitchen, even if you're sitting around in your room, you're going to record yourself talking about your story, pitching yourself so that you can use this as a way of contact and to get booked. Okay. And last thing you need to create this speaker kit, a way to contact you. Even if you have to set up a page maybe on Linktree, Gig Salad, Facebook, you're going to set up a page where you can be contacted or booked and leave your email or link where they can get to your website. Okay. And that's all you're going to need. A little bit of spark, a little bit of sass, a little bit of creativity, some earrings on, some nice lashes on, and maybe a nice demure color, neutral colors, black, white, tan. Okay. But keep it classy. Okay, we're not talking about getting dressed up doing church announcements. You don't need the big hat and the okay, we delivering transformation. Okay, so we're gonna try to be less seen and more heard. So we'll keep a demure appearance, but also very neat, clean cut, and sophisticated. And that's what you need. So you can be booked and paid to speak and tell your story, your signature story. You're gonna get booked. You're gonna start by speaking for free. I know, but this is how it's gotta go. Trust me, you won't regret it because this is going to give you a lot of confidence in yourself. It's also going to give you the practice that you need to become the best, to become better, and develop those traits that you need to develop to be a highly paid speaker. You do realize that public speakers can make up to $40,000 an appearance. I remember researching a woman that I wanted her to come and speak at a meditation class that I was hosting, and this woman was charging $40,000 because she was a pilot and she knew how to fly a plane. But needless to say, we did not contact her, but we were definitely intrigued by her pitch. And if we could have gathered $40,000, we would have booked her. So I want you to start speaking for free at places that match your message, okay? Women's groups, school events, uh, local festivals, online conferences, summits. You're going to ask a friend, text people, and let them know, hey, if you organizing any events and you know someone who needs a speaker, DM podcasts, get in them inboxes and put yourself out there through inboxes. Set yourself up to be invited on a podcast. Okay. Now, I'd love to pour into your audience, and this is how you're going to approach them. I speak to women over 40 who seek financial balance. You get it. You get it. And this is how you're going to approach them. You're going to put this as a part of your kit. Let me send you my speaker's kit. Can I send over my kit? Now, my first paid gig speaking came from a mutual friend who introduced me to a group that she was involved with, speaking to the critically average youth, and that's where I jumped in as soon as I came home. And it had been my plan to do so for a long time, before I even got out. That's all I could think about, was getting out and turning this story into something that could inspire people. And when I first got out, I didn't think I would really land a paid speaking gig, but I knew I wanted to speak, so I started for free. And I basically opened the door for myself just by doing this for free of charge. And then the first time somebody asked me, how much you charge? I had to say, let me get back to you. And I went and got myself a manager because I wasn't really sure how all the dynamics were working. And I think I made my first time getting paid to speak, I think I made $40. It was not a lot of money. It was a small amount in cash. Okay, so don't be afraid to jump out there and get your voice heard for the free in the beginning, because the the more you put yourself out there, you're not just doing it for the people. You're doing it really to hone your skills and make yourself memorable, to be remembered. That's the most important thing, okay? So here's some quick tips for you, homegirl. When you get up there, you're going to own that stage. And you're going to do that by speaking slower. You're going to pause for the power. There's a power in the pause. You're going to say what you need to say and give it some pauses in there, because you want to let the people breathe and take in what you're saying. You're not it's you know want them to be able to at least memorize something that you said. So take it slow. Okay, and talk to them like you talking to your homegirl, like you talking to your best friend. This will be a really easy way to stay calm while you're on stage. Also, be able to not look everyone in the eye while you're on stage. You could get lost that way, because sometimes we looking at somebody in the eye, and we thinking we see something or hear something or feel some kind of connection. It can kind of throw us off from what we're doing, and most of the time it's us seeing our own self in this person. And especially when you look in somebody's eyes, you think you getting the love from them, but it's really you seeing the love for yourself in their reflection. You are just a mirror. I want you to not look anyone in the eye per se, but maybe if you could catch one person that you see is following you, that's concentrated, that's focused on what's being done and said right in the room. If you could keep their attention every now and then and just go back to them every now and then and just kind of, use them, use their energy. And if you're not focused or looking at this person or making eye contact, look over the people, look over the room. And this will appear that you're looking at everyone and you're including everyone. Use your hands this way. This makes people feel like you're talking to everyone. These are some tips, okay? And smile like you belong up there. Give them the gift of your smile. That will carry you a very long way. So yes, you can get paid to speak. Yes, you can get paid to be you, baby. And yes, you can make a bag on stage. Okay? So speak about what you know. Stand in your truth. Grip that mic and make an impact. Don't forget your free message to Mike worksheet. I got that for you. It's ready to go. It's ready to go. Just hit me up. Hit me up. If you want it, just click that link and you got it. You don't even have to hit me up to get that. But please let me know if you got it, so that I can congratulate you for taking your story to the next level and creating that sauce like I know you can, like you always do. Okay? And now that you know how to get paid to speak, you need to learn how to own the stage with presence and power. So click my next video and let's keep building this legacy from scratch.